It's hippie day. Hey everyone, it's Audrey from Audrey Lynn Studios on the west side of Canada near Vancouver. So it's hippie day. As many of you have seen in my shorts, that I went to go see Amanda from Red Eft down in the United States, just past Portland in Sandy. And it was a great visit. He was so gracious. She made us some lunch and looked around her studio, and then we went to her house and looked around there. And while we were there, she gave us some of her t-shirts. So you can buy her t-shirts on Etsy at Made by Hippies. Yeah, she does tie-dye as well. Anyway, thank you so much, Amanda. I love my shirt. Great. That's why I have ponytails today too. Okay, so this kiln load, I used the slow cool program, but I only went to 2190 this time. And that's because there's a piece in here I was worried would really slump at 2200. So, you know, I'll show you, but that's what the program is that I used. And I guess we might just get started. Okay, so small things first, like usual. Here's a little ornament. So this little mushroom cutter is from Sue Butler. You're going to hear me say her name a lot. At 3D Commotion on Etsy. Okay, and I leave the links in the description. So this is all stroke and coat. This is old lace with tip taupe, and then hot tamale, and the dots are Mako's designer liner. Yeah, it turned out cute. And this is Orca ornament. So that's Tuxedo Black by Stroke and Coat and Old Lace by Stroke and Coat. And this cutter actually I got off of Amazon, but it's made by Bakerology. So okay, a couple mushrooms. So here we go. The stem is birch, Mako's birch. And the red here, which is actually looking very red in the camera because it's a little bit more maroon in real life. But you know what? Doesn't matter because I can't remember what it is anyway. I think what it was Coyote's really red, and then I browned it down a bit because I didn't have my kiwis by this time. So, and then that's Mako's white designer liner. So yeah. All right, and then this one is birch again. The clay is speckled, so you can see it on the handle there. And the top is Norse blue ×2, and then Kaleidoscope Jungle Gem. Is it Kaleidoscope? No, it isn't. It's Monet's Pond. Monet's Pond. So I like that. Okay, now I 3D printed this stamp, but I have since changed the font because this didn't work out so well. That's the thing, you got to find the font that's going to work, you know, and I'm still not at the point where I can go into a program and start changing the width of the stroke and on the height of the stroke and all that yet. I don't know what I'm doing yet. So anyway, so it says Be the Light, and that's my little light bulb. So what I did here was use like a yellow underglaze, a golden yellow underglaze, and then it has 2 times wasabi with mixing clear, so it's not super green. And then this jungle gem that's around here is lemon lime. Let me check that. Nope. Mixed melon. So that's what's and the clay is the Plainsman 340, so it's a buff, and that's why it also doesn't look really bright green. Anyway, I was really just testing it. I knew that I wouldn't really be selling it with the font being like that, so the next time I'll be using the one with the other font. All right, and then we have another Highland Coo plate, and this is also 340, which is the buff. And so these are stroke and coats. So this one is camelback, the brown. The pink is pinkaboo. The horns are old lace, and the hooves are gray hair, and the background is sea breeze. Turned out really cute. I have to get on making more of these Highland Coo things because they're flying at Krause, because they're flying everywhere. Everybody's loving this Highland Coo because they're so darn cute. But anyway. All right. So I have a video out, which I'll link, things to make with extruded tubes, and there's 2 videos. So in one of them are these vases, and you've seen them from me before because they're fun to make and they're a good seller. They're cute. So this is again 340, 340, no speckle, and this is 2 times honey flux with 2 times iron luster. And then on the bird, I just dabbed my finger in sea breeze stroke and coat. So there's that one, and there's this one, just a little bit different. You can see these are the short ones. And this is a higher one. And then this one. So yeah. Then I made an oil bottle. No, I made 2 oil bottles. Both of them have carving on the bottom. So on this one, which is the buff clay again, it is 3 times. You know, it's 3 times emerald, Mako's emerald over the whole thing, but I did a 4th one here. And then this is 2 times Aurora green. It came out great. It didn't come out really super shiny. I'm not sure if that's just because I didn't take it to a higher temperature like I usually do, but that shouldn't matter. So anyway, it doesn't matter. It still looks pretty. Okay, and then this one I did carving as well. So the butterfly, it's all butterflies down there. And this is Blue Opal by Mako ×3 and 2 times Aurora green. So yeah, nice. All right, now I have a hand-built mug, and the roller is by Sue Butler again, and turned out pretty good. I'm thinking I probably should have just put clear on top, but I really wanted to try fog. So and these are, which you know is not a great sample if you really want to see, these are the kiwi underglazes. So Yeah, I can't remember what I put on there. I'm going to be doing a whole kiwi thing because as you saw in my short, I've painted 50 samples because I bought the 50 bottle kit. So, but anyway, it's all kiwi underglazes. It's a super cute roller. And then I put 2 times fog, Amico fog on top. And this is the plate to go with. So she makes this roller as well. And they're both done the same way. So there's 4 colors here, same 4 colors on here. Cute. I love it, Sue. I love it. It's very fun. I actually put this too, I think, on one of my swirl bowls because I started doing the texture swirl bowls, which there's a tutorial for that I can link. And yeah, put it on that. Okay, so this is another buff mug. And what is on here is 2 times Spectrum's Autumn Purple and then 2 times Spectrum Sangria. Turned out a lot lighter than I thought. I mean, you get that sangria look right there, but anyway, and it dripped. I rarely get dripping. I must have not been paying attention to the thickness here. And I noticed there's a little bubble here, so I think I'll just throw it back in. Yeah, I'm gonna throw it back in. Okay, this one is dark clay. And it is Coffee Clay by Plainsman. And this is just 2 times Spectrum's Morning Glory. So yeah, that looks pretty good. I mean, you're always going to get a different look on a dark clay, so I think that's nice. Yeah. Now this one is a roller by Vermont Pottery Works, and it's all seashells. Really like that one. They do lovely rollers. Okay, and then, and it's hand built. And it is 2 times Soft White by Spectrum. And this is 2 times Floating Turquoise. And yeah, I like the way that it just kind of went down between the shells. Just very simple. It's kind of neat because the clay underneath kind of shows sandy. And yeah, it's just a really nice roller. Okay. Now, this one I have to go and look for a second. Sorry, they're mowing the lawn, of course, right? Okay, so another dark clay one. And I put the white underglaze feathers from, I think it's SANBAO, on the dark clay. And this is 2 times Sangria with 2 times Smoking Merlot. And I got that from Marjanie at Shoebox Studio. I was watching her kiln opening and thought, okay, putting that on the mug. I really like that. Thanks, Jane. Turned out really great. All right. Oh no, this is not, okay, that's for that. Okay. All right, so this is a thing that I want to prevent it from slumping. It still did slump a bit, but that's okay. It didn't slump much. And yeah, so maybe I should, the next time I do it, just make this dish a little bit smaller in diameter, or decide to just glue it on later, which I don't really like doing, but okay, whatever. So yeah, it's the same way I make the Christmas trees. I guess I could link that too. Hey, might as well get started. So I made the cone and then use the roller to get the texture, and then put the ridges on and the little flowers. And then this is just a bowl in one of these things. But this is smaller than the one I used. But no, that would be too small then. I don't know. We'll see. To make that, and then I glaze fuse them. So I like that. I think it worked out really well. I don't know. What would you guys do? Would you make it smaller? I mean, I kind of like it like that, but would you make it smaller and then it wouldn't slump so much, or glue it on? Anyway, it's cute. I like it. All right. Now this one is buff again. And this is, I'm just going to check my book. Okay, this one is beautiful. I love how it turned out. It's 2 times honey flux. And then I did 2 times deep fabric red, 2 times chun, plum by Amico, and 2 times Spectrum's sangria. And that's how it came out. I really like it. I've done it once before. It turned out the same. So yeah, I'll just do a few more of those. It's you know, it could be good going into fall. A good pink for fall. I like it. Anyway. All right, and then I did some of these Spectrum banded. Now, I gotta get my list again. Okay, so this is Cactus, 2 times Cactus by Spectrum, they're all Spectrums. 2 times Cactus, 2 times Shallot, 2 times Spanish Moss, and 2 times Ginger, and inside Ginger. I like it. It's kind of rainbowish, and this is the same combination. I guess it's inspired by you know, Kim, and then other people have tried this technique here, but I gotta tell you, I just couldn't fathom doing all those bands of color. I just thought 4 is gonna have to be enough. Look at color me, right? But yeah, I would like to do it someday, but I just couldn't. I just got back from that motorcycle trip and just trying to get some things in the kiln quick, and yeah, I didn't have time. All right, so now this is, just gonna put up a little short, this tray. I really like how it turned out. So both of these rollers are from Sue Butler. Aren't they pretty? And this is the coffee clay by Plainsman. And this is 2 times Spanish moss. And then around here is soft white, 2 times soft white around the rim. But that's on the bottom. Is it Katie did ceramics that does a lot of this? She's on Instagram. I will look it up because I want to give her credit, but I love that. So I'm just gonna do more of this kind of thing. I think it's so pretty. Yeah, you turn it over and you get a nice little surprise. Isn't that cute? So yeah. And then I had somebody who saw the Lisa Finkel mushroom luminaire in Kraus and asked if I had another, and lo and behold, it was still on the shelf. So I glazed it. And here it is. Thanks, Lisa. So it's a luminaire, put lights in there, or a candle, but I generally use lights, fairy lights. And this is 2 times birch by Mako. And then first I painted 3 times speckled engobe. Then the dots I latexed. And then I used 2 times, what's the one we always use? Honey flux. 2 times honey flux and 2 times deep fire brick. And then I lifted off the latex. And yeah, there you go. Cute, turned out great. So I think she'll like it. It doesn't matter. If she doesn't like it, it goes into Kraus. All right, last piece. It's always so sad. Like I said, I always talk about, oh, I need a bigger kiln, but do I? I mean, I had a hard enough time glazing what I had here, so, and I'll go and start glazing for the next kiln load, and then, yeah, whatever, you know how it goes. Okay, last piece, and it is an ode to, guess who? That's right, Lindy Lou. It's an ode to Lindy Lou. You should follow her. She's just a ray of sunshine. Lindy Lou Pottery. Okay, so what I did was, so it's the white stoneware. The bases of the cherries are chili red times 3, that's kiwi. These are all kiwi. Then the dark shade underneath is sangria red. The highlight is white. The greens are base is apple green. So that's, I'm sorry, the stem, yeah, the stem and the leaves. The base is apple green. And the highlight is golden yellow. Can I get closer without it freaking out? And then the shade is forest green. So let's see if I can turn it around for you. I am happy with that. And that is 2 times Mako zinc free stoneware. So there you go, Lindy. Thanks for the inspiration. Okay, so thanks to everyone who watched the short on the pumpkin cutters. So as you probably know by now, I did get a 3D printer, and I am loving making cutters that are big, as big as I can get them on my machine. So I did the oysters, and I've had 2 or 3 people contact me about buying the oyster cutter, and it comes in 3 sizes. And then I did a short with the pumpkins, and that's awesome for fall. So in the 3 sizes, 6, 8, and 10 inch, and the roses. So that's what I have so far, and there's a couple in the queue that I'm working on. So thank you very much, and if you're interested, just contact me. All right, I think that's it. I'm glad to be back. It was England and a Soyuz and a motorbike trip, and now maybe I'll be home for, you know, a couple weeks. That'd be nice. And to get caught up a little bit, but that's summer. Hey, you gotta enjoy summer, life is short, so. And you gotta be colorful. So, talk to you later. Peace out.